A 100-year history of the world. The Second Crusade 11,471,149 was a military expedition organized by the Christian world to defend the Holy Land of Jerusalem and counter the Islamic forces, taking place after the success of the First Crusade. The First Crusade, which lasted from 1096 to 1099, resulted in the recapture of Jerusalem and the establishment of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, a Christian state. However, over time, the Islamic counterattack began, especially in 1144, when the Islamic leader Nordin conquered Edessa, sending a great shock to the Christian world. Background. Several factors contribute to the background of the Second Crusade. First, the Christian world was driven by a combination of faith in the Holy Land and political ambition as a result of the First Crusade. Second, the restoration of Eid was viewed as a threat to the security of the Christian state, making crusades necessary in many European kingdoms. Third, the Crusades were affected by the political situation in Europe at the time. Louis VII of France and Conrad III of Germany respectively decided to join the Crusades in order to strengthen the authority of their respective kingdoms. Preparation for an expedition. Pope Eugene III declared the Second Crusade in 1145 and emphasized to Christians the need to defend the Holy Land. This expedition involved many nobles and knights from all over Europe and larger scale. Armies were organized, especially in France and Germany. King Louis VII went on an expedition with his wife, Eleanor of Aquitaine, and Conrad III led the German army off. They decided that each army would take a different route to the Holy Land. The course of an expedition. The Second Crusade faced a number of challenges. First, due to problems with the organization and distribution of the army, the early stages of the expedition suffered. Second, rather than cooperating with each other, the forces of Louis VII and Conrad III acted in their own ways, resulting in a lack of strategic linkage. Third, the Islamic forces' resistance was stronger than expected. In particular, the Islamic force became more united and intensified its attack on the Christian army, with the emergence of the Islamic leader Saladin. In 1148, the Crusaders suffered a great failure in the siege of Damascus. The siege failed due to internal divisions and strategic mistakes. When Christian forces tried to surround the Islamic city, the Christian army's morale was greatly reduced, and the expedition ended in failure. Consequences and effects. The failure of the Second Crusade shocked the Christian world. The war deepened the conflict between Christianity and Islam, and the Christian countries lost their will to defend the Holy Land. In addition, the failure of this expedition sparked skepticism about the Crusade in Europe, resulting in less participation in subsequent crusades. In line with that, the failure of the Second Crusade gave the Islamic world confidence, and Saladin later fought against Christian forces through stronger military action. This eventually led to the Third Crusade 11,891,192. In conclusion, the Second Crusade was an event in which the military ambitions of the Christian world and the resistance of the Islamic world collided, resulting in a significant impact on the political and religious landscape of medieval Europe. This expedition deepened the conflict between Christianity and Islam, and provided an important basis for subsequent historical events.